Launch week of Season 3 is over, and we're rounding into the first week here, which means that we're going to see some updates coming throughout the week. So what's up on deck here for us throughout Cold War and Warzone this week? Today I'm going to run down everything that was debuted here by the Call of Duty blog. So as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. What are you hoping to see here within week 1 of Season 3? Anything in particular you hope is introduced, maybe adjusted, whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts. As well, if you enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Warzone, Cold War, and anything COD related. We're on that road to 500,000 subscribers now. Still feels weird to say. So if you guys would like to join the community, I'd love to have you. And finally, check out my good friends over at Gamer Advantage for the best blue light glasses on the market. And also, they got some other cool stuff to help you protect your eyes while also being incredibly comfortable. So link in the description below, but let's jump into it. So for this first week, following the launch week of Season 3 within Cold War and Warzone, is it going to be something that is absolutely massive? Not really, but there are some decent things that you still should be on the lookout for. Of course, when we follow those sort of ebbs and flows in terms of new content introduced within Cold War and Warzone, Season 3's launch was that big high point, right? We're probably going to have another update as of next week here that will give us a little bit more as opposed to this week, and then 2 weeks after that, the mid-season update, things that follow. It's kind of on a bi-weekly schedule where we see those larger updates to follow. But as for this week, we'll have our normal refreshes and things that come along with it, but also we'll see some things like a new operator introduced, which is definitely cool if you're into that sort of thing. But as for the playlist on offer, only detailed in this week's blog post that gave us a glimpse at the week ahead here was discussed for Cold War. Warzone is probably going to be the same in terms of what is on offer here at this one. Maybe a different version of Plunder introduced here, maybe a different LTM in place of Resurgence for Dansk, but you'll have your things like your normal solos, duos, trios, and quads, especially because it is still that brand new map, and not too much is drastically going to sway one way or the other here with this. But detailed in this blog post, firstly, is that of a changeover for Diesel 24/7. Currently, it is in a 3v3 format here in the 24/7 playlist, so kind of like a face-off variation of it, but in just that 24/7, you're always going to get it and experience that new map sort of playlist, but it's going to continue like that, but now this time around, you're actually going to see it in the other capacity that it's built out for, that being 6v6. So in this new version of this Diesel 24/7 playlist, you'll end up having the ability to play TDM, Domination, Kill Confirmed, and Hardpoint, but in a more larger experience as opposed to what you were this past week with the launch of Season 3 and the map entirely. The nice part about Diesel is that it does double as a gunfight and face-off map, as well as the traditional full 6v6 experience. So definitely cool to see here with that one. Then they also did mention that coming back to the playlist on offer is that of face-off once again being reintroduced here. It was taken out of the fold as of the update this past week to make room for the featured playlists of, say, Yamantau 24/7, of Diesel 24/7, and the new stuff that players would want to experience before the same old face-off. But this is going to include Diesel in the rotation now, so if you guys liked 3v3 on Diesel, you're not really going to be losing out on it too much. You're just going to have it in the regular rotation of the maps that are available as is in the face-off mode. But another thing introduced here coming up as of this week is a brand new gunfight tournament, and this is definitely something pretty cool. We'll see what kind of rewards come later on in the week with it, but I'm hoping it's around for whenever I get back here. I'm going to be away from Wednesday to Wednesday, so I may miss, unfortunately, a large portion of that. So if there's any really cool blueprint here with it, I may miss out on that. But you're normally going to be ending up seeing those offerings of things like XP, calling cards, emblems, and then finally that major reward of winning the tournament of an exclusive blueprint, only available for the duration of that tournament. And if you're somebody that likes to hunt exclusives in a game, you may want to jump on these, because once these tournaments conclude, the rewards that are to follow are never seen again. They're never reintroduced in any capacity, so they're only exclusive to that time window of about a week in which you could earn them. What is nice, though, is that Black Ops Cold War actually does showcase in the barracks, if you go and take a look at it, that there are a handful of tournaments that are still scheduled for the main year of content support, and we're currently on number 2 coming up here with this one. So if you missed the first one like I did, make sure you jump on the rest of these here and keep an eye out for when these are introduced so that you don't miss out on the ones to follow. And the final thing detailed here in relation to Black Ops Cold War and the playlist on offer this upcoming week is that of the classic party mode being reintroduced of Sticks and Stones. Every operator is on their own. It's a free-for-all here with this. You get the R1 Shadowhunter crossbow, the ballistic knife, and the tomahawk with the same basic functions that you had all the way back going to Black Ops 1 and the classic that we've seen introduced since then. It's going to be a blast, I think, here. I'm definitely looking forward to playing around with this one. Of course, the ballistic knife is available right now to unlock if you guys want to use that in traditional MP, but for those that just want to play around with it, it will be automatically granted to you with that R1 Shadowhunter and the tomahawk as well. So that's a good offering in terms of content and gameplay coming up here as of this week, so looking forward to it. Outside of that, the only other thing detailed here within the Call of Duty blog this week, taking a look at what is up on deck for the rest of the week, is that of the introduction of new shop items. And the biggest one here out of this, the key mark marquee item is that of a new introduction in the operators, the first one being Knight. Now, we do know that we have 2 operators coming throughout Season 3, outside of the 2 that we already got already, one for Black Ops Cold War exclusive upgrade, or if you had the game already, that being Captain Price, and then of course the Season 3 operator in the Battle Pass of Wraith. So we end up having Knight and Antonov coming throughout the season as well, but Knight is actually coming as of this week. So a little bit mismatched, I think, in terms of when we may see that final operator of Antonov if nobody else is introduced here throughout the season, but Knight being introduced here will come along with an operator bundle with the tracer rounds and a few other things like the Kingmaker XM4 blueprints and the Sweeping Conquest Stoner 63 and a couple other smaller items as well, though interestingly you can't actually see the bundle itself here on COD Tracker for what is actually all introduced with this. You just need to look up the names and it will show you the items here with it. So it's weird that this one doesn't have its own operator bundle sort of already associated with each other in the game files, but that's coming as of this week for presumably 2,400 COD points, as most operator bundles are. Knight as an operator looks pretty cool, but the other blueprints, again, those are the biggest things that I really care about since it's first-person perspective. I'm not really going to see my character minus the hand model, so a cool introduction, but I may be passing on this one initially. Also mentioned to be coming here within the store is that of the Anime Pop Stars bundle for 1,500 COD points, which comes along with the Popstar 2 AUG blueprint and the Auto-Tune FFAR blueprint, along with a couple other smaller things like an Epic Charm, emblem, vehicle skin, as well as sticker. But for those that like that anime style of blueprints and camos, this one is definitely one that you can add to your collection, and on weapons that aren't too terrible. Of course, within Warzone, they got some pretty big hits to them, but within Cold War, they're still relatively viable. And then the only other thing detailed here within this blog post was that of the introduction of the In the Sticks operator bundle for Naga and 2,400 COD points coming throughout this week as well, which it comes with a Tree Python Naga skin, which looks pretty killer if you ask me. Again, not a huge fan of operator skins, but this one's pretty neat. The Tree Trunk Groza blueprint, the Ragweed MP5, and a couple other things like a charm of the Tombstone Soda, Zombies perk, a watch, a tier skip, and a couple other smaller items as well. So kind of your standard offering here in terms of shop items, but also with that introduction of Knight, the brand new operator. Now, if you guys do want to support the channel a little further, this is entirely optional, but if you guys would like to, you can use code Espresso in the support a creator function, in which a small percentage of that purchase price ends up going towards supporting the channel a little further. And a big shout out to people like Ilya, Frosty, JC, and Severance who've supported the channel by using code Espresso. Again, if you guys would like to do so, feel free to tweet me a picture. I'd love to shout out some of your generous support in upcoming videos. But anyways, that is the update here that we'll see as of this week within Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. So that's where we're going to wrap it up. Again, I'm going to be away for about a week here, so we likely won't have an actual dedicated update video this coming Thursday, but this basically covers all the bases for what we know as of right now. Unless there's something that happens that we don't see that isn't planned and is just kind of dropped out of nowhere, this is basically what we have on deck here for the upcoming week. So hopefully this suffices as well, but that's where we're going to wrap it up. I would love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this week ahead within Call of Duty? Again, this is kind of that sort of ebb and flow of weekly updates, or bi-weekly updates more so, where it's kind of the smaller, more chill time here for this week, but wanted to keep you guys in the loop no less. So drop your thoughts down below and hopefully enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so with a single thing running all things Cold War, Warzone, and anything COD related. We'll keep you up to date with absolutely everything. So if you're interested in joining the community, I'd love to have you. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with my side on YouTube. Practically live on both those. If you guys want to start a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.